All right, we are live.
And we are live. Hi, everyone.
Hello, happy Thursday. How's everybody doing today?
I can't believe it's Thursday already.
I know. I can't believe it's July 2nd already.
I know.
Oh, we just started it already. I'm like, oh my gosh, where has the time gone? So guys, first of all, if you are hopping on here live today, go ahead and drop in where you're joining us from so we know to give you a shout out. And if you are watching the replay, go ahead and drop us a hashtag play. And I'm excited. This is I've got Linda there. She says, hi, Truth. Hello, Linda. How are you? And we were just pulling you guys up on our phones here, too, just to make sure that we can see everybody's names. All right. Linda's from Erin, Ontario. Where's that? Is that near you, Ruth?
Not too far. I would say hour and a half away. It's close to where I used to live.
Okay. Very cool. And then did you guys know each other when you lived there?
No.
Never met?
No, we never met.
That is so funny. I love it. Hi, Whitney. Hey, Janice. Hey, Karen. Catherine from Raleigh, North Carolina. Hello, ladies. Good to have you on here today. And all right. So today we are going to be talking about how to build a business from home, but also how to be able to do it with still keeping some sanity, right? How to work from home and do this and still keep some sanity with your family.
Totally. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to share my screen today and bring up our slides. And here we are.
Awesome.
Can you see my slides? Yep.
I see them on my screen here, and let me go into the group. Just make sure that we've got everybody.
And we've got some more people joining us. Janice. Hi, Janice. And Jill, Molly, Jennifer. Hey, guys.
Cindy. And Marla.
Okay, so how to build a business from home. We've got some really great tips for you if you're in network marketing and you're trying to build your business from home, because that's the place we have to build it from now. We don't really have too much of a choice. And maybe you're struggling with some of those things that could be helping you move your business forward, then this training is for you. So it's so great to meet you guys. We're Trish Berzera and Ruth Sheridan. I'm Ruth, that's Trish. And we've been in network marketing for a combined 20 plus years. We build entirely online now using attraction marketing. We are both marketing coaches as well as mentors. We feel mentally and physically totally well and healthy and on fire. We both really believed in taking care of ourselves as we get older. We're both moms, and in the past 3 years, we have coached more than 3,000 struggling network marketers. We're both six-figure income earners, and we're super passionate about helping people have success in this industry, because there is so much potential here, guys. There are unlimited possibilities, and there's so much failure, and we're here to really help people change their game.
Yes. And I just want to welcome, we got a few more people on. We've got Ruben and Jennifer and Jenny, and I think it's Ace. I don't know if I pronounced that wrong. I apologize. And Cindy, good morning, you guys. Thanks so much for hopping on. So guys, first of all, if this training is for you, if you have been building a business from home and you've been building this business the traditional way and you're really stuck because you can no longer get out and meet people, right? That's pretty much everybody right now. So if, think about this. We've always been able to go out and do stuff, but right now we cannot go out and do stuff. And Ruth, just real quickly, is my internet cutting out on you?
It's okay. It's a little bit delayed, but it's all right.
Okay, guys, so I apologize here. We are traveling, so don't have the same Wi-Fi as normal. But this training, guys, ask yourself too, is this right for you? If you have been trying to connect with people on social media, and making friends and sending out those crazy copy paste messages, and it's still not working for you, then you're going to want to hear what we've got to say today. And if you find yourself wondering why some people can recruit massive teams using online strategies, and you wonder what piece of the puzzle might be missing for you, we're going to be sharing those tips with you today so that you can be getting the right results with your business.
You know what, Trish, sometimes I laugh about this, but it really does make me, it makes me sad when I see people doing things over and over again that just aren't working, and they don't know any better, right? They don't know any other strategy. And funny story that happened yesterday, I got one of those copy paste messages. I get them, multiple times a day. And it was basically, hey, I didn't know who this person was. They were obviously a Facebook friend, but someone I didn't really know. And they sent me this obvious copy paste message with a link to their MLM products and wondering if I'm interested in buying. And so funny that a good friend of mine got the exact same message within minutes. And guys, if you're doing this, it really doesn't work, but it's not your fault because you haven't learned a different way. And that's why we're here today, is to teach you a different way that will be a whole lot more effective and not waste your time, right?
Yeah, because that's where I was at too. I felt like everything I did was wasting my time in the end.
Totally. So here's a couple of tips during this presentation. Be present, take notes, turn off your cell phones, your social media, any other distraction, because we're going to be sharing some specific organic and paid strategies to help you attract the right kind of people to your business, the people who are actually looking for what you have. Ask questions and engage with us. So ask questions in the comments and engage with us so we can answer your questions as we go. And as always, stay awesome and positive.
And I just also want to welcome, let's see, we've got Gayla, Gustavo, and thank you for correcting me. It's pronounced Ash. Welcome here today. All right, guys, so how we got here. So Ruth and I, honestly, we had years in network marketing doing things the traditional way that led us to massive burnout. And if you've ever been there before, I know Ruth was doing tons of meetups. I was at them all every day, not leaving until I got, 5 to 10 names every single day. And it was exhausting because then you would just I had stacks of cards of names where I would just sit there and call people every single day trying to get appointments booked. So after a few months, most of our friends and family quit, right? Because you get a few friends and family who join you to be nice and to help you get started. And that's when you had to go to fall and really start that cold prospecting. And we were just over it, doing all those home meetings, everything that went along with that. Oh, gosh, I remember spending Saturdays from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. in a Starbucks, doing appointment after appointment after appointment with things I set up. But the thing is half the people didn't even show up. So it was such a waste of my time. And to be honest, it was not where I wanted to be. And it was kind of embarrassing to be there all day. So it's old. But I knew one thing, that I wanted a home-based business that I actually built from home. We were enrolling with zero duplication, which equals no growth, meaning we were enrolling people, but as fast as we can enroll, they were heading back out. It's just like that revolving door. And we felt like white noise on social media because the only engagement was from people in our companies. You make that post and everybody on your team is the only one that supports you. Maybe your mom if you're lucky, but that's it. And, the cold market prospects were really skeptical because they didn't know us enough. Now Ruth and I both knew we needed to build that know, like, and trust, but we needed to figure out a way to do that, a way that we really could do that with people to be able to teach and share, what we know, without just vomiting our company and products all over them at the same time. And so when all of this, was going on, it really just made our businesses start moving backwards. We felt our dreams slipping away. And that's when we really started looking for a professional way to build our business on the internet. So we actually could stay at home because we were professionals and we wanted to be able to keep that same image.
So guys, hit some of those heart emojis. Let's see some of those hearts flowing. If you have ever set up a coffee meeting and a person didn't show up? Or if you ever attended a hotel meeting where you're supposed to meet someone and they didn't show up, let us know. Or if you ever had, and this happened to me, a home party and nobody came. You invited like 20 people and not a soul showed up. I remember one, I spent my entire day cleaning my house, getting ready, putting out, snacks, and there was no one. So yeah, getting some love hearts there. You guys felt the pain. Yep.
Yeah, and I tell you, Ruth, I've had that happen too, and it's so frustrating. Like you said, you spend the day cleaning your house, then you're making all these little appetizers and food for everybody. The only good thing that came from it is my family was happy because I got to eat it, and nobody.
Okay, guys. So where do we go? We go to where the people are. There's over 2.5 billion people on Facebook. So when people tell me I have no one to talk to, Ruth, then that's a clear sign that someone needs some different skills to up-level their skills so that they can go onto Facebook and find the right people to talk to or attract the right people to talk to. Facebook Messenger, 1.3 billion users each month. Like, holy smokes, that's a lot of people. And Instagram, over 1 billion monthly active users. There are billions of people out there, and the key is finding how to attract them to you so you can have those meaningful conversations so that they actually want to talk to you and don't become one of those no-shows.
All right. So, guys, here's what we did on social media back in 2008, and gosh, unfortunately for years beyond that, too many years. But we posted all about our products all over social media with links to our company's replicated website. I can share with you that does not work today. It just doesn't. All right. And all that's going to happen is you are going to lose friends. You are going to lose followers. To be honest, you're going to lose all credibility. And, when you are building a business, you need credibility. If you don't have that, you're never going to be able to move forward. We shared all types of videos about our company's products. Oh my gosh, I even made videos for challenges and stuff. We changed the employer name on our social media to be with our network marketing company's name, right? So that's, for those of you who go through our trainings, that's one of the very first things we have you change on your personal profile is to get that company name off there. We started spamming the other people's groups with our products and opportunity. And I'll tell you, it's so irritating. Even today, there are people who be coming into our group here, and they're not in here 5 minutes, and they do that, and immediately they're gone. We shut them down, block them out, gone, because we're not going to deal with that, right? This is a group we've had, and it's rude to go in someone else's group and spam your products and opportunity everywhere. And then,
Trish, it's rude.
Rude. Not only unprofessional, but rude, right? But then we also sent those copy-paste messages to literally everybody on your Facebook friends list, telling them about your products and opportunity. And first of all, that's just weird, right? Because I remember doing this, and I remember people reaching back out. But honestly, I didn't even know who some of these people were. I knew of them from high school, but I don't think we ever had a conversation. And here I was sending them messages about this. That's just weird.
So guys, if it feels weird, it's probably weird.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this is what actually ended up happening. We had friends unfriend us. I remember going to look for a friend and they were gone.
Yeah.
We got negative comments about the industry, about it being a scam and a pyramid, and that was publicly open on Facebook. So I was constantly monitoring stuff. Very few people bought our products. No one wanted to join us.
No.
And we became the spammers without really even knowing it. I know I got so frustrated at one point, I just wanted to pack it all in. And the only thing that kept me hanging on was this was my alternative. I didn't have another alternative. And a lot of I wanted out of corporate. I was burnt out, and I just didn't know another alternative that was as easy to get started as network marketing was. So that one little glimmer of hope kept me going, and thank goodness it did.
Yeah, and same here. And I had to laugh. Jenny says here, I had a lot of people I sent those spam messages to who came back asking if I had been hacked. How embarrassing, right? Oh my gosh, it's so crazy.
Okay.
All right, so we knew that there had to be a better way. And guys, if you agree, if you know there has to be a better way, drop us a 2 below. All right, just drop us a 2. But after putting our business caps on, we realized that real businesses don't, they don't do marketing by making a list of friends and family. Think about it. That's not where the big corporations got built. That's not how they got going with their businesses. So we went in search of a better way and discovered a professional way to attract people, but not only people, but the right people to us using social media. And these are the exact same people who are looking to join our opportunity. So what's so great about that is when you can learn how to target and you can learn how to actually do this, you can find the right people without needing to be spammy, without needing to, feel like you're constantly defending what you're doing. Nobody wants to be doing that, right? We got mentorship and we learned the skill. And not only did we learn the skill, but we then implemented the skill, applied the skill, used the skill regularly until we started seeing a change in our marketing and started getting different results. And since then, we have built multi-6-figure businesses from the comfort of our home over the last couple of years. And I got to tell you, it's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing, and it's been fun. I think for me, that's one of the coolest things is that it really put the fun back into the business again.
Totally. So we're getting lots of 2s here, Trish, tons of 2s.
So guys, if you like fun in your business, drop us a fun below.
Okay, guys, but along that journey, that long journey, it took me 9 years before I changed my marketing strategy. We saw countless network marketers trying to build their business on social media. The whole wave of it started back around 2008, and more network marketers started to appear on social media. Some were still spammers, some still are spammers, and they don't realize it. It's not their fault, right? Some were trying to apply the principles and steps to attract a downline through automation, but they were failing, right? They were failing. They were out there on their own trying to figure it out, and it wasn't working. They weren't getting traction. They weren't getting the results that they had promised. And there are tons of courses out there, guys. All you have to do is scroll through your news feed. If you like any pages that involve network marketing, like Eric Worre, Sarah Robbins, some of the big network marketing leaders, some of the big authors like Robert Kiyosaki, I guarantee you that you're being retargeted with ads. And if you scroll through your news feed, you're going to see tons of people trying to sell their courses, their systems, and making all kinds of promises. And what we were seeing is many of those people were still struggling. They were still struggling in the online space to build a powerful influence so that people would actually want to join them. Are you there, Trisha? You're frozen. So guys, I'm going to keep going here. I think Trisha's frozen there. So give us 1 second. Let me send her a text. Are you there, Trish? Sorry, guys. You there, Trish?
Yeah, I don't know if it's my internet. I'm here. Yeah.
Can you see the screen?
Everybody hear us okay? Yeah, it was frozen. I don't
sound like you're frozen. So guys, I'll keep going and maybe Trisha's sound.
I'm here.
Are you there?
I'm here. Yep. All right. So guys, can everyone hear me right now? Can you hear me, Ruth?
I can hear you. Yeah, I think you're back.
Okay, great. Sorry about that, guys. So guys, that's when COVID hit, right? This year, one of the craziest things, I mean, we're also dealing with it right now. And who would have thought that when all this happened a few months ago, that still in July, this would be going on. And honestly, they've already delayed school here, everything from starting. So it's as the numbers are starting to pick back up. So think about that. When COVID hit, this industry saw a completely different strategy or a different approach needing to happen. And for us, our online marketing strategies that had been criticized by people and challenged by many in the industry, now we're being, really kind of, people were excited about it because they're like seeing that our stuff is working. So old school network marketers who had built big businesses through hotel meetings, home parties, meetups, they were now looking for a new way to build. They now weren't making fun of the things we were doing because they couldn't go out and do these things that they had always built a business doing. They had to find a new way as well. And the great news is that put us way ahead of the curve, right? Way ahead of the curve with teaching real marketing skills to people and an easy way for the masses to leverage our marketing team duplication system. And for us, as horrible as COVID has been, as far as business goes, it's actually been really good because so many people are looking for a better way. And we already had something in place when that happened.
So over the past few years, really with the knowledge we gained by learning, developing skills, and the results we created for ourselves and others, we decided to start teaching the real deal. And sometimes, it's a little bit scary teaching the real deal because it can get criticized by people who do things the old school way, right? So we came under pretty close scrutiny of some people who really didn't believe that social media marketing, learning how to attract people, personal branding, all those things would really work and were duplicatable. And putting yourself out there with a newer way of doing things can sometimes be a little scary because you do come up against challenge, right? From people who do things other ways. But we had such a belief in what we were doing that it was duplicatable, that the only way I felt good about building a team and teaching was teaching the real deal, teaching real business skills, teaching real marketing. So these real steps and processes required to build a business online and attracted an enthusiastic downline of entrepreneurs is what was required, right? So give us some hearts, guys, if that would be game changer for you, to have people reaching out to you who actually wanted to join your team and build so that they didn't go missing in action. Hit some of those heart emojis if that would be something good. So the real and simple steps to creating a network marketing team that didn't require us to ever leave the comfort of home, right? And that hit perfectly in terms of the timing with everything that's going on in our world today. That meant no more meetups, which was my big thing. I was running meetups in the city of Toronto. No more mall sharking, which is what Trish was doing. Hotel meetings as well was my big thing every week. I was driving an hour and a half to get to a hotel meeting. And it was crazy. Sometimes people didn't show. Home parties, coffee meetings, all this can be done right from your computer screen.
And what's so great too, Ruth, it's doing it here from your computer screen is, first of all, it's saving you time, but it's also saving you money, right? Think about how much it costs to go do those hotel meetups or how much it costs to go sit at Starbucks for the day or to be treating people, where now you can do it from the comfort of your home. And so, since all of this, guys, we've been asked to speak on stages. We've been guests on podcasts. We've coached at large events. When we ask people if they're open to take a look at at working with us, 9 times out of 10, they say yes. I'm just going to repeat that. 9 times out of 10, they say yes. How many of you would love to have 9 out of 10 people say yes to you, right? Because the typical odds when you're building the traditional way is 1 in 10, right? Like we flipped it. Think about that. Instead of 10% of the people joining us, 90% of the people join us. That is huge. And a lot of what we do now is automated, so we can both enjoy our free time traveling and with family. And I got to tell you, like right now, we are in Sedona, Arizona. We've been here all week. Luckily, we've got lots of great things going on. And Ruth and I have got a great partnership. She's covered some things I've covered, but a lot of it is we've got it working automatically, which is great. So excited for that. And you guys, we want that same thing for you.
So where do we start with building a business truly from home? And it starts with creating your personal brand. And we're going to talk about a little bit about brand building. We're going to talk about a little bit about how we attract people to your brand, both organically and through paid strategies. But really, if you think about it, every successful business has a strong brand. And think about like, drop in the comments some of the brands that come to your mind first. I'm curious, the brand loyalty that you have. So when I think about it, I think about Apple. I love Apple products. I think about Sephora because I love going to Sephora with my daughters. I think about Starbucks because I love Starbucks coffee. What brands do you think about? And when you think about that brand, think about that business, right? Is it successful? Does it attract people? Is it top of mind, right? And our businesses, our personal brands are no different. And it really is a mindset shift to say, yes, I have a personal brand and it's important and it's powerful. And, sometimes we hold back because we think we can't be that big company, but we have to start somewhere, right? Your brand showcases what you stand for, the value you offer, what you're known for, what you become top of mind for. Brands build, know, like, and trust. And if you've been in the industry for any amount of time, the only way someone's going to join your team without twisting their arms so hard and begging and pleading is if they know, like, and trust you, right? The way we develop know, like, and trust online is through our brand. Your brand becomes top of mind when people are looking for what you have. So, do you want to be the go-to person for younger looking skin? Do you want to be the go-to person for weight loss? Do you want to be the go-to person for business success, right? You want to be top of mind when people are looking for those things.
I love that. I'm seeing Coke as another one, Chapters, and Nike always comes to mind for me as well.
Yep.
One brand. So you guys might be asking yourself, how do you get started with a personal brand, right? Well, one of the things you need to do is you need to be genuine. Nobody wants to be listened to someone who's fake, who's, showing up, not being themselves. Be genuine, and there's an easy way to have an original personal brand. And when you can be genuine and authentic, you're going to be able to build those skills very, very easily. You need to show up as you, but you times two, right? So you need to be showing up with energy with people. If you get on and just kind of talk like this every week and try to give advice, nobody's going to listen to you. But if you can talk and really share what you've got, share that knowledge you have in a way that other people can relate and also know that this is something they're missing, they're going to start following you. You're going to start having that brand. And, it's so easy to be an introvert on social media and still have a successful brand. And that's what I love. And I know Ruth and I mentioned this maybe, a month or so ago in one of our trainings. We're both kind of introverts. And I know a lot of people are like, what? How can that be? But I know I definitely am. Like, I'm definitely the type of person, when I get out and start talking to people, I'm fine. But until I really know somebody, it's kind of hard for me to actually talk to somebody. But you can do it here when you're talking about something that you're passionate about or your business and you're actually talking to the right people. It makes this so much easier. And having a brand is very simple at that point.
I love what you said there, Trish, because I am like that person who goes to a party and stands in the corner and says nothing to anyone if I don't know them. And I had someone say to me, I don't believe you're an introvert. And I go, I'm like the biggest introvert around.
Yeah.
But when you believe you have value to offer to people, to truly help them, to kind of shine your light out instead of inward, then it becomes easy, right? It becomes showing up with a heart of service as opposed to, being so caught up in your head that someone's going to judge you.
So we still have some people hopping on. I love it, Sharika. And oh, thank you, Janice. I love that. She says I'm sweet and approachable.
And you are.
as you are too.
So how to get started with a personal brand? Number one is to tell a story. So most effective personal brands tell some kind of story. There's a narrative around it. Single character monologues are boring, even more boring for your personal brand. So no one wants to really hear about you shout out about your brand on social media, void. So create a story around it. It could be your story of going from struggle to finding something that's working for you. It could be something that happened in your life. It could be some funny thing that happened in network marketing that you're talking about that you are giving a tip on. But stories are what people, it's the glue that stick people together. So having a story around your branding is huge. And honestly, guys, I'm always creating stories. And I know Trisha's too, telling stories about things that have happened. And that makes you more relatable as well. So it could be like a funny recruiting story, traveling. Trisha's traveling now. She's telling a story about her travels on social media. It could be a business tip, like how your DMO changed. It could be a health journey. Anything that really involves a story that takes people on a journey with you will be powerful.
Love it. Love it. So the other thing, guys, with starting your personal brand is consistency. And I know you guys have heard this word because, to be honest, for anything in life for you to be successful at, you've got to have some consistency. You just do. And it's the same thing here. So being consistent is very similar to having a narrow focus, right? It's much easier to get recognized for one topic if you consistently create content and brand your voice around it. So, I know when Ruth and I really started, building online, our focus was always on that struggling network marketer and sharing tips. Hey, Reg, I see that COVID hair.
So we have a story going on about Reg's COVID hair.
I just started playing.
I had to get him in to show his COVID hair off. He's very proud of it.
I love it. Love it. But, just like anything else, being consistent about whatever topic it is. So again, that as you're building a brand, people know who to come to. They know what to come to you for. They know what it is you represent. So consistently sharing that same topic, but consistently showing up to share that same topic as well.
So what happens after you create your brand? So I've created my brand. What's next? So it's one thing, guys, to have this rock star brand and be telling stories and being showing up on social media. It's another thing to have people actually become attached to you, find you, engage with you, so that they become a lead, a customer, and a recruit, right? There's nothing more frustrating than putting your heart and soul into your social media posts and no one's engaging and no one's commenting, no one's becoming a lead, and you're not making sales or recruits, right? And for a long time, that happened to me when I first got started. I was doing a lot of social media content. Now, it wasn't quite right, the content. I wasn't as aware of all of what I know now, but still I was putting a lot of time and effort into it and not getting the results I was looking for. So if that's you guys, if you are putting time into your social media but still not seeing the results, hit some of those heart emojis. And let's see how many people are struggling a little bit with that.
Yeah. So while I'm waiting here for the delay, I'm not seeing them yet, but I know they're coming. But guys, how to get eyes on your posts and followers to become loyal. And this is important because I know nobody wants to continue to do things that aren't giving you results, right? Oh, here are all the hearts come. I see them. You know, everybody, if you're doing the work, you want to start seeing the result. Now, obviously, there's a time for it that it takes, you know, for things to start hitting. But if you're doing the right activities, it will kick in. And so some of the organic strategies, you know, that we teach are posting consistently at the same time every day. Okay. Facebook likes when you post at the same time every day. Write meaningful posts and content that connect with your perfect prospect, solve their problems, entertain them, right? So when you're putting out that content, really be thinking about, you know, who is it that you're talking to and what is the problem that they have that you can solve for them, whether it be with your product or your opportunity, all right? Show up authentically in your posts, all right? So be truthful, be honest, be sharing real things that have happened, be sharing things that you know are probably pain points for that person that you're talking to. Use Facebook stories to show snapshots of your life. I know this week I've been showing snapshots of everywhere we've been going. You know, we've been social distancing still while being on vacation. Our kids were here for half the week. They're not now, but we, you know, we've been going out with the hikes that we've been doing, the different things, and sharing some of those things, letting people in to what it is that you're doing. Engaging with people who leave comments and move conversations to Messenger. So we've, you know, definitely had lots of people commenting. And the great thing about stories too is when people comment on those stories, it automatically goes into Messenger. So that's great, where you can start having that conversation with someone. And then you can be using a Facebook group to deliver highly targeted content and create relationships. So if you've got people who are beginning to follow you, who are beginning to comment, you know, like your stuff, share your stuff, those would be the right types of people who you want to get into a Facebook group where you can start having that closer relationship because it's more targeted. You can be targeting what it is that they need a lot more, and you're going to be able to talk with them more. And then make new friends and funnelize your Facebook to direct them to where you want them to go. These are all things when people get started on our team, some of the very first things in that beginning training that we teach them how to do. Because as you're making these new friends, you can get them to be clicking on your stuff so you can be sending them in the direction of where you want them to go, right? So if it's to a group, you can be sending to a group. If it's to another page, you can send them to a page. Whatever it is, you can be doing this by using Facebook and some of the strategies that we teach with it to direct people where you want them.
So guys, if you're curious and you haven't seen our training on how to funnelize your Facebook, you can visit either Trisha's personal profile or my personal profile. You'll notice in the sidebar of that profile, we are always pointing people to where we want them to go, because the place we want them to go is the place where we can create that know, like, and trust a little bit closer and make offers, right? So you always want to think about Facebook and your social media, whether it's Instagram or whatever you're using, as a funnel. It's where people come in, they start to get to know you, but you always want to have links to point people in the direction of where they can develop a closer relationship with you, whether that's a group, or maybe you've got a lead magnet, or some kind of value you offer people in exchange for their email address. Maybe you're building a list, but you want to funnelize your Facebook. It's a way to get free leads, essentially.
Yeah. So Carla has a great question. She says, when you say the same time, we talked about, you know, posting the same time every day. She says, like, to the exact minute or within 15 minutes. And I love that, Carla, because I know you're analytical. And it's, you know, it's about the same time, right? You don't want to be posting at 6 a.m. one day, 6 p.m. the next day, noon the next day. You want to get something going out. Let's, you know, if you do the morning, then get something consistently going out in the morning, things like that. Would you agree with that, Ruth?
I would agree. And especially, Carla, if you're doing, say, 1 or 2 pieces of really valuable content in a week, and when I say really valuable, it would be like a training or a Facebook Live demo or something like that. Make sure you show up at the same time every week. And this group here is a really good example of that. Back when Trish and I started this group, we decided that Thursdays at 1 were going to be the time, 1 Eastern, were going to be the time that we did these valuable trainings. And in the beginning, there were, well, the very first one, I think it was only me and Trish, and Rob was watching. But people come to know when you're going to go live and expect it, right? So getting that consistency, especially if you have one really good, valuable piece of content you're doing a week, or maybe 2, do them at the same time every week, and people will come to know, and then they'll start showing up, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, so how to get eyes on your posts and followers to become loyal. So we talked about organic strategies, about funnelizing your Facebook, about using groups and things like that to develop closer relationships, about interacting, having great content that gets out there. There are also paid strategies you can use. And Trish and I, we use a combination of both. And with paid strategies, it's actually pretty cool because it creates leverage in your business, both from time. So when you're using a paid strategy, you're paying the social media platform to deliver ads in front of your audience so that you're not having to physically do that reach out yourself, right? That's a time saver. But it's also scalable, meaning if you're doing an ad for $5 a day, and you're getting, let's say, 5 leads from it, then you can go, oh, okay, well, that ad is working. I'm getting 5 leads for $5 a day. That's about $1 a lead. What would happen if I did $50 a day? Well, that would be 50 leads, right? So that's how we scale our businesses and generate more leads, more sales, more recruits. So there are some very different ad objectives that you have to consider when you start paid advertising. And I remember, Trish, when I did my very first ad, I got into that ad manager and literally my eyes glazed over. I didn't know what any of this stuff meant, right? Yeah. It was like a big black hole. And I was like, what do I pick? So when you look at the different kinds of ads on Facebook, the different ad objectives, I've picked some of the most popular ones here to talk about. There's way more than this, but these are the ones that people typically use when they first get started using Facebook advertising. The first one is called an engagement ad. And an engagement ad means Facebook's going to take that ad that you create and it's going to put it in front of your audience, and specifically in front of the people who typically like to engage with posts. Remember, Facebook knows all of our behaviors, so it knows who the engagers are. Now, what does engagement mean? It means people who leave emojis and comments and click on things and basically engage with the post. Engagement posts are really great for brand awareness, right? So you can deliver that engagement post in front of other network marketers who don't know you yet and have them start engaging with you. Cool thing is that all the people who engage with you, we can do a couple of things with. We can invite them to like our pages. We can retarget them with other ads. So we continue to warm them up. But those are a little bit more advanced strategies, but that's what engagement ads do. Likes campaigns are also cool. They're a form of engagement strategy. And basically, when you have a business page, and you need a business page if you're going to use paid advertising, a likes campaign is really just a little ad, and it goes out in front of your target market, right? And it basically invites them to like your page so that they can come and get to know you. And that's how we build some page likes, and we build our tribe, and we build an audience around our content. Conversion ads are a little bit different. Facebook, so if you think about what is a conversion is when people do something you want them to do, like fill in a lead capture form, give you their email address and information so that you can keep communicating with them, or buy something. That's also a conversion. So with a conversion ad, Facebook's going to take that ad, it's going to put it in front of your audience, in front of the people who typically do those things like buy and leave their email address for more info and things like that. So conversion ads can be very, very powerful when done right. Video view ads are another sort of brand awareness kind of ad where we can take maybe a powerful Facebook Live that you did, and you can put some of those little subtitle captions on them in Facebook Editor and deliver that ad in front of your target market, those people who don't know you yet. Well, now they're seeing you in video. And as you guys know, video is the best way to warm up an audience. They get to see the real you. They get to come to know, like, and trust you. So video view ads are really powerful for your brand awareness. And there's also something called brand awareness ads, where you can place an ad and bring some awareness around your brand, around your page, around who you are and what value you have to offer. So those are some of the Facebook types of ads and why you would actually use that ad and what objective it is.
Yeah, so many. And yes, Janice, those are all different types of ads. She's like, ah. And Molly says, is an engagement ad the same as an ad boost? Do you want to answer that, Ruth?
So an engagement ad is not exactly the same as an ad boost. So an ad boost is just, Facebook's going to take that ad and it's just going to put it in front of that target audience. And, you know, some engagers will see it. Some people who like video views, some converters will see it. It's just going to go in front of the audience. When we specifically indicate engagement ad, Facebook's going to specifically put it in front of people who typically engage. Does that make sense?
I should, yeah. Gayla says she's excited to start placing ads. Patty's asking how to do some ads. Don't worry, Patty. You're going to be working with us and getting some of that info. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great. So, got more people joining in now. Hey, Brittany, Gustavo, Trisha. All right. So, guys, does this work? You know, you guys might be sitting there going, oh, my gosh, this is so much, but does it work? And the answer is yes. It works really, really well, as you can see. Here, just some of the results that we've had, you know, over the last couple of months here in our company. And I know we've got more there too. And these are just a handful. We've had well over 70 rank advancements over the last couple months on our team, which is just absolutely incredible, you know, by getting people in. And this is how we have found them. This is where, you know, the people came from, is from the lists and pages and stuff that Ruth and I have been building over the last few years.
And my screen is frozen, but it always does this in StreamYard.
Yep, and here's some more the rank advancements that we have had on the team.
So do you want to learn how? So there's a couple of ways to do this, guys. You can build this yourself, right? You can build it all yourself. And that's something that Trisha and I did with the help of Rob. Rob is our amazing tech guy who also keeps us in line.
Does.
So you can build it yourself, or you can take advantage of one of our training courses. We have a number of training courses. One is called the Branding Box. We have the Lead Machine, which is a done-for-you sales funnel that is designed to help you recruit qualified people for your network marketing team. We have a program called Traffic U, where we teach traffic, we teach advertising. Or if you're looking for a complete change, if you're kind of stuck and frustrated where you are, maybe you're not getting support from your upline, maybe you're not feeling the love anymore, and if you're looking for a change, then we are always open to having a discussion about joining our team. You can book a call with us. You can get back to the person who brought you to this group to see if it's even a fit. These are all of the things that we teach our team so that they have the best chance at success in their businesses. They get access to our trainings and access to all of the resources that we've really put together, including the team duplication system, to help them grow their businesses. And that's why we've seen so many rank advancements in such a short time, because this stuff works. It is skilled based. There are things to be learned, but it doesn't have to be hard if you plug into the right things.
Yeah, exactly. And Janice says here too, yeah, you're always overwhelmed with choices and never know where to start, right? And so, yeah, guys, if this is something you want to learn, go ahead and book on our calendar. We would love to have that strategy call with you to figure out what it is that could really help you move forward in your business.
Absolutely. So I hope you guys enjoyed this training. I hope you got some value from it, learned a little bit about paid strategies, organic strategies, personal branding and the importance of it. And I hope by 4th, you've got a long weekend coming up, right, Trish?
We do. I know you had Canada Day yesterday, so
Yeah.
happy Canada Day. And yes, we've got the 4th coming up for our Independence Day on Saturday. So yes, a long weekend here as well. So I hope everyone has a safe and fun holiday weekend. And we'll be dropping a link in the comments for you to book on our calendars, and so that you guys can do that. And we definitely would love to talk with some of you. And Janice, yeah, you know what? I know we have actually chatted a little before. Let's get us on another call, and we can talk to you about where the best place is for you to get started. So, all right.
Awesome. Well, have a fantastic weekend. We will be back again next week.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye for now.